Alright everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to Royal Accords toy drive, and should be a good time. It's in West Covina, and I bought two little toys, nothing crazy. One for a girl, one for a little boy. We'll see how it goes. I'm meeting up with my brother at Starbucks right now, and then I'm not sure if my homie Pedro is gonna come through, and then Armando. I hit him up really late yesterday, and so by the time he hit me back, it was like already 11. So like these guys are not gonna show up. So we'll see. Peter doesn't want to come out. It's cold. Now we're really early. I thought we were gonna be late, but nope, there's only one person and us. So we're gonna get some coffee right now. Peter, as you can tell, mobbing on the freeway. It's dusty because the car actually has a garage, which is nice. Must be nice. Sick. All right everyone, welcome back. So we made it over here to West Covina. The homeboys from Royal Accords, they ended up hosting a toy drive. Obviously we're in the spirit of giving, so came out here, and yeah, just it's cool. It's nice to see some friendly faces that usually don't come out, and some cars that usually don't come out as well. But it's nice. This car I haven't seen it in a while, but the owner actually ended up winning a coupe from somewhere in the East Coast, another Accord, and it's turbo and everything. So I don't know when he's gonna start coming out with that one. Maybe he has to register and all that good stuff, but very clean car. Pretty cool vibes. Like I said, Royal Accords are the ones hosting the toy drive. One of the organizers, he was here, got here right before we got here, otherwise we wouldn't know where to park. But very cool turnout. It's not about, you know, quantity but quality, and a lot of cool cars came out. A little bit of a reunion. It feels like Honda Society. For those that may not know, Honda Society is a forum, and it's mostly 5th gen, but it's cool to see. It's cool to see people come out. Some people that I haven't seen in a bit, and just to see their cars, you know, get their small touches sometimes, you know. It's fun to see. Very beautiful 6th gen Accord, super nice. And yeah, we came out with Pedro, his 240. I was bagging on Hondas. I'm like, you're gonna get your butt kicked, I'm not even gonna defend you. So Pedro always making a ooh ah, you know, make people say that when they see his engine setup. Obviously you guys know his Instagram, VTech Eater. Doesn't need all the VTechs though. Super cool though. Peter's is waiting for like a new body kit, new wheels. That car's it's gonna look completely different in a matter of months. Everything's back order, but as soon as he gets all that, the car's it's gonna look nice. He's gonna keep it red, but definitely gonna look nicer, more aggressive, that's for sure. Because I think his wheels right now, they're 18 by 9.5 or 10. He's gonna go 18 times 12 in the back, and obviously the wide body that he's gonna get is way more aggressive than the one that he has now. Very cool. Another 7th gen, if I'm not mistaken. BBK intersection lights, nice to see that. You don't usually see that. Parking pole as well, nice. Looks like he's getting it ready for paint. He's getting gathering. Oh, it's manual too. Yeah, those are hard to find. Is it a V6? It is a V6. Wow, V6 and manual. Super cool. Nice car, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, those are very hard to find, the V6 manual ones. EP3. Man, they're always running by themselves. Not that many EP3s, and they're great cars, great looking cars. Everybody bags on the shifter position, but I think once you get to actually drive one, you get a different, I guess, idea or perspective. And so Tim, a while back, one of the guys that we interviewed, he let me drive the EP3 just in the parking lot. It was cool. It was a cool experience. I mean, there's nothing impressive about the chassis, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong. Like most people tend to kind of, you know, they just don't, no show, no love. Beautiful Integra right here. I really like these wheels. Gives me those touring vibes. If you just tuck them a little bit more, but they're 4x100. Looking nice, very clean. Seems like it's B series, which is cool. Very nice Integra. Really like it. I like the red, the way it pops. Cool vibes. I like it. And then, as I mentioned before, a little bit of a Honda Society type of reunion, I would say. This is Corwin's car. Hooligan, I should say. Hooligan Accord. This is daily. He also makes sauces. He actually makes his own sauces. I've been buying a few of them. They're good. So definitely recommend. If you guys were to check out his Instagram, I might put it on the description if I don't forget. But super cool car, especially because it's a wagon. Nice wing in the rear, very aggressive. He still has a lot of plans for this car. And then another one that I'm so glad to see is DJ come out. DJ had a CD5 as well, like, you know, 96, 97. This one's 94, 95. He had one a long time ago. Sadly, he got rear-ended, and then from there he kind of adventured out to different things like Civics and things like that, Integras. But I don't know, I guess he got the bug to come back to the Accord world, and he came out in a good way. Definitely love what he's done with it. Very aggressive tire setup and wheel. Love it. Purpose build, I would say. And then speaking of another car that never really comes out, if I'm not mistaken, Chris, or Louis, as they did in the Smoking Tire, came out with his CD5. This car was actually featured in the Smoking Tire. Matt Farah drove it, and he had a lot of fun. He said it was a very well built car. Obviously, it's pretty quick. It, you know, for what it is, an F23, if I'm not mistaken, it's quick. It's fun, and so goes to show you don't need that much power to have fun. Obviously, it's boosted. Steel in front lip. Cool little just changes that he's done to it, but definitely dig it. And then another unicorn that never really comes out is Ralph's with his beautiful CD7. As you guys can tell, he with the help of WordWorks, he ended up redoing the entire engine bay. We did one video a long time ago when it was still, you know, in the process of putting it all back together, and so now he's been able to drive a little bit. He's still doing a couple more things, but I think for the most part, he's done. This new addition of the Euro R box very complements it nicely with a nice bracket down there. But I think he just wants to drive it. That's pretty much his main thing now. He wants to do something with the paint before we meet up to interview him. But that's what he's saying. That's the next step. Just get it kind of refreshed from the outside. He's gonna spend a very long time kind of buffing the paint and all that good stuff. And then after that, we're gonna meet up. And so should be a cool story. It's a lot of work. This car has gone through a lot of phases, and it's been under his ownership for a very long time. So super nice to see the fact that he still holds on to that car. He's now gonna start building his Cadillac. It's at 49, I think. That is my brother's coupe. Like I said, we wanted to go a little bit more lower in the back, but camber arm wouldn't allow it. I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look, to my taste, I think I would want to go a little lower, but then it becomes very unbearable to drive, and at the moment is driving very nicely. It looks nice on the road. Doesn't look too out of place, so I think it looks great. Then another coupe that showed up. It's a little bit lower. It's nice. I think this one tucks in a little bit because obviously the wheels are not as aggressive. The M7s are 17 by 10. I don't know what these wheels are, but I think that's part of the problem, right? You have to be able to get wheels that are not super aggressive, so then you can tuck them. But I like the clear tail lights on this car. Looks pretty cool. Manual, very nice, super nice. Another coupe, bagged. It's nice. Tucking in the rear for sure. Very cool. Nice front end. I really like that front lip. It's very hard to find. We found one for my brother a long time ago in Santa Ana. Got lucky. We got all the 3 pieces together, front, sides, and rear. It matches very nicely. I think it's one of my favorite lip kits for these cars. It just gives it a nice little aggressiveness, but it's still doable. You know, you can still drive it. Another coupe came by. Really like these coupes. Obviously, you guys know my wife has one. And then I don't know if this Accord is with us, but nice to see a whole bunch of Accords just coming through and, you know, spending some good times in the morning. Juan made it. Dope. It's powered by I think it's a ITR, if I'm not mistaken. ITR swap. Very, very nice. He had been telling me that he was going to be working on it for a while so he can bring it out, and he finally did. This is Juan, that one that has a mini step van, and he also has a whole bunch of other cool cars. But yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. The interior is mint.
Yeah, it's a cruiser. So this car was owned by a guy up north.
ITR swap.
Him and his grandpa.
He's already working on the coilovers for this car. He's gonna go and do some little trickery so he can put some Civic suspension on it. And yeah, it's cool. Should look nice, just lower, even OEM wheels. Very, very cool. Juan always bringing out super cool cars. Hadn't seen this one outside his shop, so that's cool to be able to see it. This is Alan's girl. I was giving her a hard time last time. How come you didn't bring your car? So she's like, hey, I brought it today. Ahí está. What is this, a Camry? Or an Altima? ¿Qué es esto? It's como un wannabe Accord, no? It's pretty clean. Bagging and everything. It's dope. I dig it. Should have got an Accord though. Alright. I think we're gonna finish our coverage for today with this Accord CB7. As you guys know, it's owned by our good buddy FM Spec. Came through 98 original 1,000 miles. Obviously he took everything apart, put it back together. This car is one of those that unless you know, you know. Otherwise it's just very simplistic, which that's what we like. Extremely clean. JDM headlights, rear lights, 5-lug, BBK. What else? Can't think of anything else. Authentic rear lip spoiler. Went as far as a different license plate. I mean, the whole 9 with this car. And for how low it is with the stretched wheels, stretched tires on the wide wheels, it rides very smoothly. So definitely cool to see him come out.